Good morning, MolyFitters. Right, first of all, before you begin, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining me. It's really exciting. Each week, the numbers are going up and up and up. And we've even got Marge in Australia viewing. So I'd just like to say a big hello and a thank you to Marge because she even bought my book all the way out in Australia. So today we're on week 5, open your chest and ribs. So today is all about breathing. Now the irony is I can't actually breathe today. The pollen's quite high and my hay fever's run a bit rampant. So bear with me if I'm a bit... So I do feel like a bit of a fraud and a bit of a charlatan, because what I was going to start by saying was that the more oxygen in your body, simply the healthier your body is. It's so important to breathe, and so many of us don't breathe properly. It's funny, you can't take it for granted that your body is going to do what it should do, and that's sit there and breathe and get the oxygen in. And a classic example of that is blood pressure at a doctor's surgery. You know, you go and have your blood pressure taken at the doctor's and it's sky high, and then you go home and take it at home and it's like normal. Well, that's just breathing. So what happens? We go to the doctors, we're worried, we're nervous, oh crikey, I've got to get my blood pressure low, otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble, and you start getting all anxious and worried about it. And then when they put the cuff on and you sit there and you're sitting there looking at the machine, holding your breath, worrying too much about what your actual blood pressure is. When you're at home, you're relaxed, you're sitting there, you're breathing, and that's why the blood pressure's low. So just try and breathe, and that's what we're going to do this week. So, without realizing, you will carry a lot of tension in between the ribs, the intercostal muscles, and just by taking in big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, you're loosening the ribs and you're taking the tension out of the neck. Now, we want to try and achieve a natural rhythm and a natural flow with our body. And this is what I do as a sports therapist, massaging and whatnot. I'm just trying to get everything nice and loose with rhythm. And breathing massively plays a big part of this. So what we're going to do, we're going to just stand up or sit down. It's up to you. And we're just going to practice taking a few big deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. Now, personally, when I breathe in for 4 to the count of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I breathe out for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there are some people that like breathing in on 3. And even some, as rare as it is, who like breathing in and out on 5. So whichever one works for you. Start with 4, try 3, try 5, let's go for it. Let's take 3 big deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 1 more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. So now we're going to work a little harder at that, and we're going to actually try and relax. So when you're breathing, it reduces the stress hormone and it can help you relax. So I just want you to do this. Close your eyes. Think about the oxygen coming into your body here. It's the oxygen that gives you life. Think about you're sucking that in through your nose and then you're distributing it all the way around the body. Breathe in and gently breathe out. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in and gently breathe out. Last time, breathe in and gently breathe out. And when you're doing that, you should feel the weight of the world coming off your shoulders and relaxing, and you're feeling a bit heavier and a bit more at ease. And that's basically this week's exercise. I just want you to be more mindful about breathing. I'm a cyclist, and quite often when I'm sort of going up a hill or I'm working hard and I'm thinking about other things, I don't breathe. And I have to constantly remind myself on the bike, and even on, when I go for a jog occasionally or go for a walk, you have to remind yourself, just breathe. And it's the same with everything. So whether you're in the car, whether you're sitting down, whether you're going on a walk, just try and be more mindful that you're taking in nice deep breaths. So I want you to breathe in for 4 and out for 4. And I want you to do that for about a minute with the aim of going up to 2 minutes. But whilst you're doing that, I also want you to go back to the exercises in week 3 and try doing it with your core on. So let's start with that. Let's go back to the beginning, set everything up, and then we're going to do a minute of breathing. So first of all, feet hip distance apart, soft knees, activate your core. So zip it up from the top of the groin to the belly button, draw it in, make sure your spine's neutral, tighten your buttocks, open your chest, keep your chin up, eyes facing forward. Hands can be wherever you like, as long as you're in a relaxed position. And now let's breathe. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. How does that feel? We have a question?
Hi everybody. So we've got MolyFit Theatre channel watching us, and she actually just made a really valid point, I think. So that when she's doing the breathing, it always makes her yawn. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was really interesting because you do yawn when you are breathing like that. I wondered if you could tell us why.
Oh, thanks for putting me under the spot. Excellent. So basically, yawning is your body telling you haven't got enough oxygen in your body. It's why we yawn. We're just trying to get that oxygen in. So it's just an automatic response as you breathe, more oxygen is coming in, the brain's like, oh, and we yawn. It's as simple as that. So when you are tired and getting ready for bed and you are a bit yawny, just sit there and breathe. So we've already done that for 1 minute. So that's perfect. So let's see if we can carry it on, see if we can get to 2 minutes. Now you should be feeling a bit achy because we're just not used to sitting up straight and breathing properly. You might find, so the ribs start from here and they go all the way round into the body. So you might find that you're aching here, and that's just because, I'm telling you, your body is not used to breathing correctly. You won't be taking big, massive, deep breaths and the chest expanding that much. And by me asking you to do it, now your intercostal muscles, the muscles in between the ribs that get the ribs expanding, are actually now having to work. So, and you're not used to it. So don't worry if they are a bit achy. Okay, it's perfectly normal. And the more you practice this, the more you will loosen off. And the reason I've put this into the book is because obviously the main aim of this 20-week course and the book is to try and get you walking and improve your mobility. And having a nice open chest cavity, good posture, natural flow and rhythm to the body simply helps you walk better. It's a lot easier to walk better when everything's open, natural and swinging, rather than when everything's compressed and your head's down and you're looking at the floor and you're forcing actions. So that's the whole point of it. So that's 2.5 minutes already. So my advice to you is if you are a little bit achy here, when muscles are stiff, apply heat, apply warmth, it loosens them off. So we've got those microwavable bean bags that we zap in the microwave for a minute. You can do that. It's lovely and warm at the moment, so all we have to do is sit outside for a couple of minutes and warm up. And the other top tip is stretch your chest. Okay, so go back to what we did last week, hands by the side, chin up, shoulders up and row back, nice and deep, up and row back, and keep the arms straight, and that way you're lengthening out the muscles, tendons and ligaments, and you're really getting a maximum pull into there. Remember, don't worry about any clicking and crunching, it's normal. So you do that, and then what you can do is just rest your hands on your hips. If you have your thumbs facing forward, not behind, because it can put pressure on your thumb, especially if you've got tight wrists or carpal tunnel or whatever, just pull the elbows in, like so, and that again will open up the chest cavity. So a nice easy one this week. Just sit down, relax and breathe. Get that lovely oxygen that's so important to so many systems in our body. Get that oxygen into your lungs and distributed around your body. And I tell you, by the time the end of the week comes, you will be feeling better straight away. Anyway, until then, keep your core on, stay well and stay MolyFit.